Why does your back feel broken every single morning? And is that normal? Is it something to worry about? Is it something that you just have to live with? Or are there things you can actually do about it? I'm going to explain all of that in this video, and I'm going to give you a couple of exercises which you can do to get that back moving and start to fix this problem, so stay with me. My name's Luke, I'm an osteopath here at Zest Banstead, and I treat lower back pain all the time. And this is a really common one for people because it does get them worried. They start to wonder if this is just their new normal, if it's just age, or maybe there's something underlying that's actually causing this that's slightly more sinister and something to worry about. So first things first is that if you've got pain through the night, it probably is smart to see your GP and have that conversation with them. If you know that this isn't anything that you need to be worried about, you've been cleared and it is just stiffness in the morning in the back, then this video is definitely going to help you. Let's get into it. So why have we got a stiff back in the morning? The obvious kind of things are that if you haven't had muscle contraction for a while through the night, then muscles are likely to be a little bit tighter in the morning. If you haven't had joints really moving much through the night, then you haven't had good blood flow through the joints, and then you might start to expect a little bit of stiffness. But why isn't that happening to everybody? Why is it just happening to you? The reason for that is because before you go to bed, okay, so before you go to sleep at night, the tension that you're bringing in, the stiffness that you're bringing into bed is then creating a problem for you once you wake up in the morning. It's not that you're going into bed nice and loose and, you know, nice and limber, and then the nighttime is actually creating this problem. Is that even if you're not in lots of pain, you're going into bed stiff, you're going into bed tight, and then that slight increase in stiffness and tightness through the night is then causing this problem. It's taking it over a threshold for you then to sort of be in a lot of pain and discomfort first thing in the morning. So if this is happening to you, the thing that you're likely to be seeing is that maybe it takes kind of half an hour for your back to warm up in the morning, maybe even a little bit longer, or maybe it just feels fragile, like that moment when you try and get your socks on, it's kind of jarring and you're getting those little signals there. If that is the case, then you probably are over that threshold of that body really trying to tell you something. And what it's trying to tell you is you need to get that tension down. So we can go through an exercise just to start you off with, which is nice and easy to do first thing in the morning to limber up. But if my point is that the problem is there before you go to bed, you also need some other stuff to know how to do before bed and in general to try and reduce that tension so that you don't wake up in the morning really stiff and have to even do any exercises. That would be ideal, right? So let's get into a couple of those. So you've woke up in the morning, you've not fixed that stiffness from the night before yet, so you've woken up feeling stiff, not feeling great. Here's the first one that I would recommend just to get your back moving quite nicely. You don't even have to get out of bed for this one, so you can just lay flat down, knees up, and just start with a really small range of motion of rocking those knees back and forth. And then as things start to loosen, you can just begin to take it a little bit more and a little bit more. And then if you really want to start to stretch it out, drop one leg down and really pull that leg right across. And that's going to really help you if you're waking up stiff in the morning. But to try and be preventative about this, you have to think a little bit more holistically than just movement, okay? So if you're in pain at the moment, and if you've got this far through this video, you probably have got a little bit of pain. It's really important to try and deal with that pain first, whether it's getting some treatment to try and reduce the muscle tension or just stretching it out. That kind of exercise that I just showed you is going to be really useful for that too. But then comes the point of, once that pain's down, once that tension's down, how do we stop this getting tight all the time and getting tight at night? And typically that all comes with strength. So keep an eye on the channel. I'll be showing you some general strengthening exercises and things like that as well. If you're in the Banstead, Surrey area and you need some support with this kind of thing to reduce pain or to build strength, we're your guys. Drop us a message. We'll be more than happy to help.